I enjoyed part 1. Part 2, not so much. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about Masters of the Universe Revelations. Yes, the He-Man show. I'm talking about part 2. Part 1 was 5 episodes, and I thought it did a pretty good job. And then we got part 2, it's a continuation of the story. And I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. Again, Mark Hamill is voicing Skeletor. He is the best thing in the entire show. It could have been called Skeletor and Friends. I don't care. Because when he's on screen, it's fun. When he's doing stuff, it's fun. It's supposed to be a He-Man show. And in the first, I'm not going to spoil everything, but in the first part, you don't spend a lot of time with He-Man. You get to spend time with the side characters, which was cool. So as part 1 ended, I thought it was going to rev up into us getting some more He-Man, because he's that guy. He's, he's He-Man, strongest guy in the world. And we don't really get much of him anymore. It's more so of like trying to see how different people act when they get this new form of power. If Skeletor gets, the power of the universe, you know what he's going to do. He's Skeletor. He's going to try to kill everybody. And then they try to do that with other characters in terms of giving them power. But we already know as an audience, if a good guy gets more power, they're usually going to do good. If a bad guy gets more power, they're usually going to do something bad. And that's what happens in these 5 episodes. It's just, again, jumping around with these different characters that's not He-Man, which makes it not as interesting as I thought it was going to be. So I guess my expectations coming in was at some point He-Man is going to step up to the plate and do something, to take down Skeletor. And we really didn't get that. Again, it is called Masters of the Universe. So it's spending a lot of time with all the other characters as they're trying to understand their fate and their legacy, to, I guess, help Adam, Prince Adam. I enjoyed the other He-Man show, a lot more because it gave us more backstory for He-Man. This particular show throws you in already, like He-Man and everybody he's hanging out with. So for part 2, I wanted more He-Man. I really was not enjoying watching this show. I enjoyed Skeletor. That was the part I was watching for Skeletor after a while because I was like, okay, he's interesting. He-Man does show up eventually, but for a 10 episode show, you don't get much He-Man. He's probably in like 2-3 episodes, at most. So I was disappointed with part 2. Hate is a strong word, but it's, I kind of hate it. So hopefully if they do something else with this show, we get a little bit more He-Man, and a little bit more of his story, and just to see him beat up some people, because, that's cool as well. But those are just my thoughts on Masters of the Universe Part 2. If you watched it, let me know what you thought about it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.